This is The Real Shift with Templeton Walker,
and Kristen Cantrell.
where we break down all things real broker, why we both decided to move our businesses to real brokerage. We interview top agents from across the nation, like you're going to hear today. Welcome back to The Real Shift podcast with Templeton and
Kristen.
And we have a great friend here that just moved over to Real, Eleazar Medrano.
Hey,
Welcome.
guys.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Man, so everyone who listens to this, we
Yeah.
get a lot of people that binge it, and they're so interested in the stories. But I want to give some context. Can you give us the cliff notes of your origin story with real estate? I know a lot of people have probably heard that, but just give us like some context.
Yep. So I've been in real estate since 2003. Originally, it wasn't the plan. I was going to school, got my bachelor's degree in finance, and was going to go the financial advisor route. And in 2003, I was a senior at ASU, and that's when I went into real estate school and got my license in the summer. Went full time, things changed, life happened, and real estate became a full-time thing for me. And ever since, that's what I've been doing.
So started as a regular realtor?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
Yeah.
very rare.
Yeah.
In
I
2003,
actually graduated from ASU in 04, and I took a personal banker position with B of A.
Okay.
And when I took that position, it didn't take more than 6 months for them to say, hey, there's a conflict of interest. You're dealing with our bank's money, and you have a real estate license. You're going to have to choose. So I chose real estate.
Did you come out the gates hot? Like, did you have some success, or did it take a little bit?
First year, I did 30,000. Second year, I did 60. Third year, I did 90. And then it just kept going from there.
Yeah.
Did
That's
you
so cool.
did you ride? I mean, I graduated high school 05. In 2008, I was poor. I didn't know people were making or even losing money. I just was selling women's shoes at Nordstrom. Did you ride the wave up and then back down? What was that experience like?
So I made a whole lot of money in 05, 06, even 07. And then 08, I started losing everything. My son was born in 2009. We were so broke in 2009 that I would go to the store, because during those times, you could go to the store and overdraft your account. I had no money.
Yeah.
None. So my wife was pregnant. We needed some groceries. So I went to the store, buy a pack of gum to overdraft my account just so I could have $40 till the next closing.
Oh my God! Oh, so you could get like cash back?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
So I took a $15 overdraft fee just so I could have $40 cash.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So-
It was
crazy.
rough. So I rode that wave. So it's like it did really, really well with new
Yeah.
construction, all the stuff beforehand. And then market crashed and it was like instant lights out.
Did you stay in?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was literally going to ask that question.
Yeah.
You did?
Learned the short sell game, learned all that. Took a part-time job for a short term, and then I just said that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
And real estate's been my life.
So you were solo up until when? When did you decide to start a team?
Geez. So we started the team 8 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where are you guys at today? Just to give everyone some context,
Yeah.
you guys have almost 20 agents. I mean,
So our HQ is in Chandler.
yeah.
Awesome
space.
Off of I-10 and Ray. Yep, nice big space. That's where the majority of the team just kind of hangs out throughout the day, and we do a bunch of stuff. But we have agents all over the valley, from Glendale to Laveen, North Central Phoenix, all of the East Valley. We cover everything. We're 15 total, in addition to our support staff.
So you're running a great traditional team.
Uh-huh.
You're heavy in the investment space. I
Yep.
know that's the world I'm in often, and you crush it there.
Yeah.
You also
And-
have a VA company.
Yeah.
I do.
So you are vertically integrated. Is that where Real started to like pique your curiosity to make sense to kind of put it in that stack?
Yes, part of it. You know, one of the big reasons that we ended up looking at Real, we were trying to decide if we were going to open up our own brokerage, little small boutique shop, and figure out and just kind of do our own thing, or what was another alternative that would make sense long term. So we started looking at the possibilities with Real. Yes, I have this support company that can provide support for so many. We have customers in mortgage and in real estate in California, Florida, New Jersey, kind of all over now.
Yeah.
And we can provide a whole lot of support within the community in Real. But what really mattered to me was finding a place where my team could grow as well.
Yes.
That was the biggest thing, was like, okay, it's great that we can grow. I can succeed anywhere we go. But if I can show you guys a way to make this better than just being a real estate agent, why wouldn't we do that?
Well, and even remember, this is like, what, 5-6 years ago, we met about EXP. So I think
Yeah.
in the back of your brain,
always
you've
been there.
kind of been like, okay, like I'm interested in this model.
Yeah.
And so then it, you know, being interested and then thinking about it, and then you're like, should I start my own company? Do I go to Real?
Yeah.
So I'm so glad you finally made it.
I know, me too.
I know.
I love the model because real estate teams inherently, and we've talked about this before, they can produce a mediocre result. And I mean that by if you're not great, you leave the team. And if you get too great, you leave the team, right? You see that so often. So it almost incentivizes team leaders to have kind of like a mid-pack where in this, let's just say someone is a rock star and they do crush it and they do have like this graduation day. You can actually hand them the playbook, give them a big hug and be like, hey, let's go build something.
That's right.
And I will help you.
Yeah.
Where without this model, it gets harder to do that.
Right. So our motto on the team is everyone a leader.
Yeah.
Every single person on the team is a leader in their own way. And if we're working together for you to be the best possible agent while we work together, you win, we win, everybody wins. So by the time that you get to the point where you're like, hey, Eleazar, I could do this on my own. I don't need your team leads anymore. Your support's great, but I have my systems and processes down. I'm ready to just kind of do something else. Now we have the ability to say, here's the playbook.
Yeah.
Let me show you what you should do to start your own team. Let me show you what you should do to scale, to get into the investment side, to do the different things that you can do that it's outside what 90% of real estate agents actually do.
Was that even in your thought process before you started like really diving into Real? Like when you first started getting interested in it, was that even something that you realized was like part of it?
I've always had the mindset of growing leaders. And in fact, we have a method when we recruit agents. We call it the Lighthouse Method. And the Lighthouse Method is basically taking you from a hustling agent to the CEO of your own business. So we're not just going to teach you how to sell real estate. We're going to teach you how to run a business.
Yeah.
And it's always worked, and that's kind of what we have recruiting classes where we bring everybody in, and we're like, let's just teach you about the Lighthouse Method, what we do, how it applies to you, and then you get to choose if you want to be part of our team or not.
Yeah.
Now, we could use that method not just for the team.
Yeah.
Any agent, anywhere that wants to grow above and beyond just selling traditional real estate and actually treating it like a business, we could give them that playbook.
Yeah. I love that name for it too.
That's
so good.
That's a good name, man. You could like create a whole course around that.
I literally have like so many ideas of what you could do for that. That's so good.
You know what I love? You know, I've seen other people kind of be on the fence of, hey, do I stay indie? Do I go indie? Do I end up plugging into a bigger platform? You're seeing a lot of people, you know, kind of make the choice to fold into or join the cloud-based, you know, national model. And one of the reasons is I was like, at this indie brokerage, there's just no way the technology stack and what you're going to be able to provide your agents can compare to, you know, $500 million of spend on just the tech.
Sure.
And then being able to go nationwide pretty seamlessly, right, with expansion and different things. And then when you have a vertically integrated company that can serve, your VA company can serve anyone, anywhere.
Yeah.
Now you have a potential client pool that you're a part of built in.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think for me, that's been one of the biggest like advantages. And when we were first meeting and all talking, I was just like, I don't have a VA company. I wish I did. But if I did, I would be like, oh my gosh, that is going to be such a value add to the community. Yeah. So is your plan to take that product to agents across the nation at Real?
Yeah.
I mean, broker agnostic, but to especially at Real?
Yeah. So we just signed on our first real estate team in California.
What does that company do for the listener? Because they might be needing leads. Because most agents have no idea how to get a lead.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. They're like, what's a lead? So, and you help solve that.
We're really good at generating leads. That's something that we can do. What our support company does is helps you convert them. Auxilium is the name of the company. We're really, really good at going through your database of leads, whether they're Zillow Flex leads, other open house leads, anything that you have that's just kind of sitting there that you're not really doing a whole lot with. We're really good at warming them up. Setting appointments, doing live transfers for your agents or yourself. So we did that with our team, and that's how we're setting over 120 appointments a month. Just this in January, we set 121 appointments from database leads or new leads coming in.
That's insane.
For my agents to be able to go do buyer consultations, seller consultations, investor consultations.
That's incredible.
So now we're not trying to coach them to pick up the phone and dial. It's let me show you how to have a conversation. Let me show you how to close a deal.
and let me show you how to follow up in a way that actually keeps that relationship strong.
So then when you onboard this team in California, you're working their database.
Yeah.
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 It's so genius.
So they just gave us full access to their database. It's a Zillow Flex team, 40 agents.
Yeah.
With like 70,000 person database, already seeing the results from what we're doing.
That's so cool.
Well, and I love that because a lot of these agents, and I respect everyone's hustle, but they'll be like, hey, you got to call, 97 hours a day and you got to talk to 50 people. I'm like, most agents just aren't going to put in that much effort. It's just the reality of it. So it's like if you can have a database that you can incubate and warm up, a lot of agents are willing to serve and they're smart and they're capable. They know how to connect with people. They know how to like go be a good agent. They just really struggle on that incubation.
Right.
Yeah.
So for you to solve that is such, man, that's
Yeah, it's kind of that big
ton of
piece
value.
that's missing for so many. And we noticed that in the real estate space and the mortgage space because we have mortgage customers as well. And we're like, man, like we didn't realize how big of a need there really was. But now when you plug that piece in and then you bring in an agent that wants to do more, now they have access to this machine that helps them convert and set appointments for the people that they have. But what if we put more fuel to the fire and say, we're going to teach you how to be a better referral agent. We're going to teach you how to be the CEO of your own business.
Lighthouse.
Rather than just being this person that has to do these things for our team. That's not the way it works.
Yeah.
That's not what leaders do. Leaders build people up.
So I think you should definitely give our audience a background. I know you've done like so much self-work and it's coming out in everything you're saying right now because you have a system that I don't feel like most people know about. So why don't you talk about, what's it called?
Warrior?
Yes, Warrior. I'm like, I'm on the tip of my tongue.
So in 2018, I was doing really, really well. Team was doing well. We were doing great. And I just felt like something was missing. And there was this ad that kept coming up on Facebook. And I'm like, this guy really speaks to me. It was this crazy guy on the Las Vegas bridge talking about, if you're thinking about doing cocaine and you're like thinking about, do you really want to go home to your wife instead of staying in your business, then you should be listening to this. I'm like, oh, shit. Tell me more. Not that I was trying to do cocaine, but it's just like it caught me.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, this is something. So I kept seeing this ad over and over and over and over. And finally I clicked on it. And I'm like, and it's Garrett J. White, the founder of Wake Up Warrior. And I listened to what he's saying, and he has this 30-day challenge for $100. So I do this 30-day challenge for $100. And the challenge was really about just slowing down and doing the most important thing that you could actually do in your entire life. Tell the truth. Always. That's it. Just tell the truth. So we started learning how to tell the truth even when you didn't want to. And after those 30 days, he had an event that was like $3,000. It was a 3-day event in San Diego. So I went to that event. I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. After that event, they sold me on a 5-day event in Dana Point, another $5,000. I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool. At the end of that event, there was another upsell for Warrior Wealth for the year. That was a $30,000 investment total. Sold me on that. Fast forward, years on in, I'm spending all this money with all this coach that's just teaching me so many things about business, about life, about just having a life that's completely connected physically, spiritually, emotionally with your family, and of course your business. And that's what I teach my team to do. We have that warrior foundation that we do, and we set targets around all 4 domains.
Well, and I think it's really like helped you to do that for your team. And I think one of the things that has really like piqued your interest about going to a platform like Real is like now you can do that on a nationwide level.
Yeah.
Like you've been practicing that for so many years now, and you're like, I want to share this, but how do I do that if I'm at 100% shop that I'm at? Your reach is only so far. So it just made so much sense for you with this to move.
100%. So that's been kind of swirling in my head, trying to figure out how do we put that in
I can't wait to
a
see you do
national
it.
level and figuring out how to help
You're
other
gonna
people
do
do
it.
the same thing. Yeah.
One of my favorite follows on Instagram, and he's in the space. Do you guys know Kevion's Sturdivant? He's out in he owns a company called Case, but he tells his evolution story. And it kind of reminds me of what you were talking about. And when he decided to create a team and then ultimately a brokerage that sells like almost $1 billion high-end real estate in LA there, he was like, I wanted to create a self-development company disguised as a real estate team.
Yeah, that's great.
And I'm like, man, that kind of reminds me of what you're talking about, right? Where it's like the best humans, the best CEOs of their own life and wealth and wellness and habits, that will end up being a great realtor.
Yes.
Where so many companies only focus on, well, just be a good realtor. And it's like, well, if you're not feeling well inside,
Nothing else
holistically,
matters.
yeah, exactly. And I think you embody that, which is so cool.
So that was the problem for the beginning of my career. It was always business. All I cared about was business. My family came second. My fitness came third, and spirituality was like non-existent.
Yeah.
It's flipped on its head. God comes first. I come second. My family comes third, and then comes my business.
Yeah.
That's the order that works for me. That keeps things moving in a way that I come in 100% focused on my family because I know I've already put the time and energy into me, which power comes from God.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's so good.
Just as you've moved over, how has that been for you? If other team leaders are listening.
Yeah. Well, it's been like how long?
I don't even know.
I feel like it's got to be like we're in the 30 to 60 days now.
We're in the 30s still.
30, are we?
Or maybe we are in the 60.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
well,
like
there's team leaders
you
listening
moved
to
around
this, though.
Christmas.
Yeah.
But it officially didn't
happen until January.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
I
Here's what I would say.
This is how our year's been so far.
Yeah, it's been busy, right? So we're January was amazing as far as production's going.
Yeah.
We're really kind of doing what we're supposed to be doing as real estate agents. And then my support company took on new clients, new customers, just busy. So what I would tell team leaders that are looking to make the move, call me.
Yeah, 100%.
Or call somebody that's gone through this because there's certain things I would have done a little different.
Yeah.
That would have streamlined the process, not for me, for my team.
Yeah.
Because I'm just going with the flow and I'll be like, just tell me what to do and I'll get it done.
Yeah.
But your team members are the ones that are feeling the frustration, trying to figure out what's going on. Why is my file not here? And that's the part that can be just like, slow down.
I think you should call him too, because I think a lot of team leaders, like they really want to make the move and they see it for them, but they might not see it for their team yet. And I think that you could really like help them with that. I know that I've talked to a lot of team leaders moving over to Real, and it's always like, what's my team going to say? Am I going to lose a bunch of people? Like that's always such a concern. So was that something that happened for you?
For sure.
Yeah.
And then we realized it wasn't.
Right.
And every single agent that we
had 100% conversion, right?
Yeah.
Minus one. One decided to stay. So that was like, okay, but she just stayed for other reasons.
Yeah.
Everybody else was like, we'll go where you go.
Well, I was so excited to add you to kind of the group of us, right? Because I think what makes teams successful is when people have different skills and different strengths and different roles. And she is the queen of community and connection and runs amazing businesses around that, right? And people know me a lot from my development space and investor space. I can't speak to running a big real estate team anymore.
Yeah.
You know, and you do many things, but you do that very well.
Yeah.
And so now when someone goes, hey, man, I'm thinking about bringing my 15, 20, 30, 40-person team over. Yeah. Who, not how? Dan Sullivan, favorite book. I don't know. I know who.
Yeah.
And we all win, right? Because we're all together.
Yeah.
So I'm just so excited to have your skill set included.
I love that.
100%. And not only that, like if somebody calls you, they also get Kenny Klaus, who also does that, right? So you've got like so much benefit when someone reaches out to you in that scenario.
And the abundant mindset. Sorry, because like when you were coming over, we were trying to find the best support for you. Yeah. And Kenny, who I had brought over a couple years ago, runs vertically integrated businesses, sells like $1 gajillion of real estate through a team. And I was like, so I just think that you're such a great add to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a great connection, Kenny and I, as well. So we're actually having lunch on Friday, and I'm excited to keep building that so we can
I love that.
together, collectively, figure out how we can keep growing this thing even
Are
more.
you going to the hub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say no.
Yeah.
No.
When he owns the restaurants, it's like, yeah, you got to go.
I know. Whenever my sister's like, I'm going to get chicken wings, I'm like, you're going to the hub. They've really done a good job with that.
They have.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Where do you see your business going and heading? What are some of your goals?
Yeah. So, big goals. So we just launched a part-time agent platform where we can take part-time agents, teach them the Lighthouse Method, tailored to the part-time agent that's looking to go full-time. We have 2 agents in it now that are kind of the ones that we're modeling it after, but it's basically going to be an online, like on schools. We're going to create a platform where they just have everything that we do day to day in the office, and they're going to have access to it online as well as access to us in office, team meetings, events, everything that we do.
Okay.
And we want to grow the part-time side.
And
with,
are they able to be anywhere in the United States?
from what I understand,
Yeah.
as long as the state doesn't require the team leader to be licensed in said state.
Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna have any issue. Don't quote me on this. You're not at Real. You're not gonna have any issue on that.
Randy
They just
does
need to
it.
have. They just need to have a license in that state.
Yeah.
And then the broker.
Perfect.
Because we have. So yeah, you'll be able to run your model.
That's
nationwide.
exciting.
So we're going to run that model. So we were thinking we wanted to have 25 part-time agents by the end of the year, but I think it's going to be way bigger than that.
Yeah.
And our team size, we want to have a double the full-time team size as well.
So from 15 to 30 full timers, and then
25
scale out
plus.
the part time model, which is
Yep.
super scalable because
Yep.
you're running them to, group sessions.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
whether you have 5 in
Yep.
there or 50,
Yep.
that's awesome, man. That's a really good idea.
Yeah. So there's that, and obviously we're going to keep building the lead generation side to have all the resources and support for the agents, along with our support company.
Yeah.
That's the big goal. Is I want to get that support company to 75,000 MRR
That's cool.
by the end of the year.
So Real just launched something I shared with you, I don't know, like a month ago. It's called the Agent Marketplace. And what's really cool is someone like him who has these ancillary businesses is able to go to the Real Agent Marketplace and put their other business on this page. So I'm just so excited for that for my own other businesses. I know you're excited about it. I know you could do your investor.
Yeah, I could probably get deals sent there.
Yeah. So that's another
I think you guys have better angles on that though.
yeah,
With your
we
stuff.
might have a little, yeah.
Yeah, we're building out the landing pages, the website, the testimonials from the current clients that we have.
Yeah.
And we're ready, we're going to be ready to launch in March.
Heck yeah.
Like everything that we've done up to this point has been word of mouth, relationships, people we know.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to actually start throwing some money behind it and growing it.
That's so awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I just got to tell you that it's been an honor to have you move over with us.
Yeah.
And I love Real for many reasons, but there was no way for Templeton Walker Real Estate and Medrano Group and Hello Culture to all shut down and we create one big mega brand. But what Real allows is this tether, this conduit for really high level people to connect and win together, allow there to be a monetary gain, but without convoluting the brands.
Right.
So just having you with us is just such a the peer group just jumps, man.
Yeah.
You're just,
Appreciate that. Thank
your
you.
That's so
your
true.
brand and reputation precede you. Where do people connect with you? I mean, you have a lot of great offers. Where can people find you and connect with you?
Just hit me up on Instagram, Facebook.
What's your handle?
Easy_Medrano.
Awesome. We'll put that in the show
Easy_Medrano.
notes.
Yeah, we'll put that in the show notes. You guys, I would encourage you, all agents, but especially if you're running a team and considering making the jump, hit up Eleazar. I mean, you just went through it.
Yeah.
You understand it
Yeah.
uniquely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think you're a great resource for those folks.
Super excited. Agents, the team's excited. They're already recruiting people for themselves or people that are interested in joining.
Yeah.
And we've had 2 agents join
Heck yeah.
because of the agents that are.
It's so
doing it
fun to
already.
see.
It's
It's
fun.
so
Yeah.
fun to see your agents
Yeah.
having success in that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I know. It's fun.
Well, it's an honor. Thank you.
Yeah,
We
likewise. Thank you
appreciate
guys. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thanks.